Welcome to the Sham Show. Everybody repeat after me. I love my life.
I love my life.
I love my body.
I love my body.
I love myself.
I love myself.
And we love you, Natural High Healing. Okay, double trouble. Now you guys are doing, what are you guys doing again?
We are skydancer yoga, Irinia and Jenny.
Love that.
Mud wrestling.
So I was guessing that you're going to do some kind of Akashic record mud wrestling thing. And you guess what am I going to do?
Soap bubble mantras. So you download the mantra into the soap bubble, then you send it.
I love
out.
that.
Yes.
That's going to be my next workshop, for sure.
Yeah. See you there.
Welcome to Natural High Healing Festival, the biggest festival in the Nordics that is sober and sexy. So I've just arrived from Tallinn, from Mind Valley University, and I'm about to go on stage again, straight off the bat, with the Temple of Intimacy, one of my favorite workshops, because I tune into the room of the field of the room and see what they need in a moment to bring more connection, more intimacy, and more love. So if you want to know more about this amazing work with Natural High Healing Festival, come along this year or next year. It's one of my favorite festivals. It's about 8,000 people here, and it's always full of the most beautiful, most loving people. Okay, these are probably the most incredible chocolates you'll ever see. Durian, mango, mangosteen. We have all the mushroom chocolates, the cordyceps one, the lion mane, everything. Even pine needle juice. I didn't think they made juice in the pine needles, but it does. This is ashwagandha, licorice, ginger, chili, black garlic, and plum. Fireweed. Now, this is incredible. Dorian chocolate. Okay, so I got some Stay Young raw organic chocolate. I got the cordyceps. Now I teach Tantra and I love to get people in there. Beautiful life force energy. This gives you more life force energy. Let's give it a go. Oh my god, this is amazing. Everybody, I've never tasted anything like this. But you want to check this out. This is the next one you want to get. Sex Up Chocolate. So make sure you check out the link below and get yourself some of the most incredible. I mean, look what they got. Lion's mane, reishi, chaga. They got peach, they got mangosteen, durian. They've got durian. So make sure you get some of these and share with your friends, okay? And get some more. Okay, so I am teaching straight after the ceremony. Temple of Intimacy with Shaft on Thursday. Oh shit. I have no idea which other ones. I don't know what I'm doing. Bro,
Hey,
what are you
Chef.
teaching at the Natural High Healing Festival?
So I'm teaching ecstatic dance and drumming.
Drumming? What
Butt
type of
drumming.
Butt drumming?
Yes, bro.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Can you show me?
Yeah, all right, I'll show you. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom, do, 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 do. Something like that.
Amazing. It's full Kundalini activation.
There you go, bro.
I think my workshop is parallel to it, so I can't make it. What am I teaching again?
Orgies all day.
Classic Shaft. Love you, bro. Okay, if you're a rock star like Frederick, look at this. You got a massive room, and everybody's out in a tent. Do I get one of these as well? What's it? Do you got a double bed? What's going on in here?
Well, we can push them together.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Hang on, you could just make it. Look, the after party is going to be here. For sure, the after party. And it's warm here. Susanna Beatrice.
Yeah.
We did it. You got us a home.
My God, you're
You organised a room. You organised a room that we never got. But luckily, Frederick and his beautiful wife is letting us stay here.
So happy you're here.
Thank you.
Family.
Thank you for being Shiva and fucking up.
That's why I'm not supposed to do it.
I just want to surrender. careful. So I pick up energy, so I might need you to be all the way over there.
I mean, this is not really where I'm supposed to head in life by now.
This is the upgrade that we're meant to be getting as entrepreneurs,
I'm
right?
gonna work on my upgrade of my manifestation. It didn't go so well this time. I mean, it's so first.
Okay, so it's my first workshop I'm actually going to be attending. I'm still single as fuck, so I'm going to check out the deep dating by my friend Yandri. Is that deep dating? Let's check it out. Wow, now's an amazing workshop. I just went to deep dating taught by Yandri, one of the beautiful divine mothers from Sweden, and had a really lovely, beautiful connection. Very safe, very sweet. Highly recommend a bit of deep dating. Okay, I got to prepare for the opening ceremony, and then I got my workshop, the Temple of Intimacy, straight away.
Hänellä on niin vahva esiintymispelko ollut, että hän on ollut...
Okay, from the main stage, opening ceremony, to the Temple of Intimacy. Nothing worse than being not on time. The show must go on, and it's time to give the best performance to allow everybody to have the deepest connection, to start this festival off on a beautiful note of intimacy, connection and vulnerability and safety. Ooh, love my job. Okay, that is my beautiful temple for tonight, the Temple of Intimacy. And really observing the beautiful faces, saying hello with your eyes. And we're going to play one of my favorite games, which is compliment tennis. I ironically suffer from a terrible condition called social anxiety, and the best way to overcome social anxiety or say hello to somebody is a genuine compliment. And the way I play that game, it looks a little bit something like this. Who would like to be my demonstration buddy? Come. Ooh, she seems fun. Wow, I love your beautiful eyes. Oh, thank you, she knew the game. So you give a genuine compliment. I mean, give it up to her beautiful eyes, everybody. Well done for being born. And it's a heartfelt, genuine compliment. And from that, you hit it back with another compliment. So you do bum bum, and you got to do 5 different people. Make sense? Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, you can. But that's the next trick. Okay. 5 people, compliments. So I'm going to play the game as well. And find the people that you find the most curious. Wow, I love your glasses. Thank you, I put oil in it today. Really allow yourself to be seen and heard in your passions and desires. The Shivas in the outer circle, it seems like that's the way it's working out. And breathing together. Breathing with your mouth open to each other's hearts. And let's all unite with a big sigh into the heart and exhale with sound. Ah. And just breathing with your mouth open. 29, taking a big breath in. 30, clenching and holding your breath. And making that wish. What is your intention? So it's almost 1 o'clock and the ecstatic dance was incredible. First day at Natural High Healing done and the sun is still up. So it was going to be an early night, but it's not. It's another late night. But I got to wake up early because, you know, one has to serve the community with some tantra. Good night.
That you've always wanted it here, you just have to choose it. Use your own.
Subconscious. So body is a very good way because body is connected to our subconscious. That's why we want to use the body, that actually we include.
I had a miracle happen today. I was at one of the workshops and said, who loves reaching enlightenment through sex? And everyone said yes. I thought I was a dying breed. Turns out I'm not. Okay, time to get on the biggest stage of Natural High Healing Festival, the Orgasmic Breathwork Experience. 300 people reaching high states of consciousness through the breath. So, my intention for this beautiful workshop is to have everyone to have a transformative experience. I'm going to put on my little blazer and take everyone on a beautiful joyride. Okay, so great question. How do you know if they're the right person? In Tantra, we use 3 energy centers, this one, and this one. And what we like to do is tune into these energy centers, the head, heart, and the sex. And if it's a full yes, then it's a full yes. If one of them is out of alignment, you can have a conversation with that energy center, and then you can see if it is a full yes or not. For me, I've cultivated a thing called a conscious cock. So he finds love. So I don't have to think so much anymore. I work with men and women, so women have womb wisdom. And the women I work with, they get activated. They do all these tantric sadhanas and all these practices that awaken their womb and the wisdom inside of it. So they can choose their partners a lot easier without this getting in the way. Does that answer your question? Very good. Okay, next question. How do you open your sexual chakra? Wow. I've got 3 minutes, so we got time. So the way I did it, I invested £100,000 in activating this body. That's a lot of therapy, a lot of plant medicines, lots of workshops, lots of retreats, lots of certifications. But the best way is being at my workshop today. So we're going to be doing the Orgasmic Breathwork Activation. It's the most fun you can have with your clothes on. I've distilled very big esoteric practices, so you can teach it to a 5-year-old or a Bangladeshi Muslim parent who can't even speak English, because I taught my Bangladeshi Muslim parents how to do Tantra. So everything is possible, so just 3 more minutes, we'll get started. Any more questions? 1 more. Going once, going twice. No questions, okay. I've got 2 more minutes. Think ChatGPT, use me for some wisdom, come on. Yes! What's that? there's a question, having a sexual partner doesn't mean they're the right person for you.
Like, you are incompatible sexually with the person, doesn't mean that he's the right partner.
Ah, gotcha. So the question is, if a sexual partner is compatible for you, is he the love of your life? Very good question. Well, we are walking chemistry sets, and that's why I say, you know, a lot of people say, is it love at first sight? Is the chemistry right? And biological, do you know the science behind love? I'm going to destroy everyone's twin flame ideology. The reality around love is, you're a walking chemistry set. You're a walking chemistry set. You meet someone and it feels like you've met them before in a past life. You've done many lifetimes together, but actually all that's happening on a biological level, because that's all it is that this person and this person, they can feel each other's pheromones, your spider senses are tingling, and you want to connect and make love and have a healthy baby, because that's what's actually happening. The bodies are sensing into each other to see if the immune systems of the future child you're going to create is going to be a good one, and that's what love at first sight is. That's the science behind it. So if you're having great sex with somebody, just make sure they're not treating you like shit. Make sure they're taking care of your heart. Make sure that they respect you, honor your boundaries, you have joint goals. Maybe you have joint hobbies, maybe you have a business. Okay, right, you get my picture. It's time. Does that answer your question? Fantastic. Okay, can everybody hear me okay? If you can, say, oh yeah. Responsive crowd, I love it. So, welcome to the orgasmic breathwork shaftivation. I'm going to give you a little 10, 20 or 15 minute intro, and then we're going to go into a demonstration. You're going to watch me have an orgasm, lucky you, and then everybody gets an orgasm. You get an orgasm, you get an orgasm. Well, let's see what happens. So no expectations. We're going to keep it light, fun and engaging, and we're going to begin. So everything begins with the breath. You learn how to control your breath, you learn how to control your emotions, and when you learn how to control your emotions, you learn how to control your life. So what we're going to do, there's 3 breaths we can do. Everybody take a big breath into your heart and exhale with sound. Now take a big breath into your belly and exhale with sound. And take a big breath into your genitals and exhale with sound. Just a quick one. You know, it's not really feeling much. We just went very, very quick. Now, if we do it consciously and slower, you might feel something. So, we're going to work with energy. Wherever the mind goes, the energy flows. I want everybody to look at their little finger. Like there's nothing else in the world apart from their little finger. Send in your energy, your intention into your little finger, breathing into it. And does your little finger feel more alive now than it did a second ago? If it does, say, oh yeah. That's energy. So now, letting go of your little finger, breathing into your heart, bringing your awareness down to your heart, and this time, again, wherever the mind goes, the energy flows. Closing your eyes, taking away one of your senses, bringing your awareness to your heart space, and we're going to take a big inhale and let out a vibrational ha, so your heart vibrates. So here we go. Feels different, yeah? Now dropping your awareness down to your belly. And taking a really big belly breath into your belly with a big sigh of relief. And now dropping your awareness down to your sexy juicy bits. Relaxing your pelvic bowl, relaxing your ass, relaxing relaxing your legs, relaxing your belly, relaxing your jaw, and taking the biggest breath you can into your sex with an orgasmic sigh of relief. I think we could do better natural high healing. Bigger breath, bigger exhale. Delicious and nutritious. One more time. Now feeling the sensations in your body. If you're feeling any tingles or aliveness in your body, say, oh yeah. And you can flicker your eyes open. So we did 3 breaths. We did 3 breaths. It's the same stuff. One was what we do in every single life, which is a shallow breath. We're stressed, we got jobs, we got kids, and we're running around thinking about our emails, thinking about this, and this, building up the cortisol in our bodies and just getting stressed as fuck. I know this now because I'm a normal person who lives in the Matrix and loves it. My biggest friend is this computer. I spend many hours in front of it trying to understand how to make money come out of it. So I know what stress is now. 7 years before that, all I did was make love 3 times a day with 3 different lovers, and for 2 hours every single time, we would reach God. We would do these very secret, ancient tantric practices where we would reach higher states of consciousness through the act of tantric lovemaking, ritualistic lovemaking. If you're going to do that for 7 years, you're going to learn a few things, especially when you reach God all the time. It's one of my favorite things. Now, very often, a lot of people will see sex as sex and making love tantrically just as sex. It's just like comparing the breath we did with the other breath we did. Yes, it's sex, but it's different. Same with orgasms. Now, I help a lot of people with a condition called anorgasmia, the inability to have an orgasm by yourself or with somebody else. I also work with a lot of men, and that's for women. I also work with a lot of women who have a lot of sexual trauma, so they don't feel comfortable being around other men. They don't feel safe enough to open up and relax. They don't feel any pleasure in their body. In fact, it's painful. They either have numb sensation, painful sensation, or they'll just rather not. I also work with men who have erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, and porn addiction. And they find it really hard. The opposite of anorgasmia, they ejaculate too quick. I have many different cases that I work with for the past decade, from survivors, adult survivors of sex trafficking. I work with men who have just lost their family, going through a terrible divorce because they only last in bed for 30 seconds. Sounds funny, but it's not, because they don't know why they keep ejaculating so quick, and their wife isn't complaining, and then one day she files for a divorce. And my job is to find out, why is he ejaculating in 30 seconds? And my job is actually to be like Sherlock Holmes, listen to his stories and figure him out. All of us have certain patterns and behaviors in the way we speak and share our stories. His story was, when he was young, teenage kid, he was watching porn. His Indian mother catches him watching porn. That is a lot of shame for him. He never wants to get caught watching porn ever again. So what he does is, he makes himself feel safe by masturbating really quick, so he'll never feel that shame ever again. So he's trained his animal body to ejaculate super quick. Now he doesn't know that this is the problem. He just thinks he's got premature ejaculation. So once I discovered that story, my job was to go into his subconscious, rewrite that story, and turn that 30 seconds of pleasure, which is the best sensation he has in his body, into 3 minutes. I helped him with this technique that we're all going to be doing, and he was able to get to not just 3 minutes, but 30 minutes. That's an exponential jump in pleasure. I also have women come to me, a lot of women. I'm one of the pioneers in yogi dearmoring, yogi mapping, and bringing this form of sexual healing to the wide world. And luckily, I have been doing this for 10 years and I'm very vocal about it. I've been traveling the world sharing these technologies and tools which come from a very ancient practice called Tantra. And for me, it's like drinking water. I just listen to women. I don't have to do much. I just hear their stories and then I ask them what they like, what they want. A lot of people don't know what they like or what they want. And I just give them a menu of all the things I've learned from the £100,000 I spent for my education. Like, I'm invested. Like, I'm really invested in understanding female pleasure. And I've dedicated 10 years of my adult life into understanding women, the most complicated things on the planet, they say. Like I said, it's like drinking water for me. Everyone can have an orgasm. Anyone that's been diagnosed by a doctor or medical profession saying that they are broken, that they could never have an orgasm in their life, has been lied to. Everyone can have an orgasm. As long as you could breathe, you could have an orgasm. So you might as well, I mean, you breathe every day, so you might as well live a pleasurable life and have an orgasmic life. One of the highest vibrations on the planet is joy. But a lot of people that I meet in certain communities around the world, they haven't laughed for a really long time because they've been stuck in their stories, in their trauma stories, in their healing. There's a lot of conditioning around, you'll never heal. You'll be trapped in this healing cycle forever. It's never ending. If you get a cut on your hand, you definitely heal. And I want you all to know, you can definitely heal, have more fun, have more pleasure, and play. So this is one of my gifts I'm going to give to you guys. It's a very, very simple practice. It's so simple that you probably won't believe it's possible. That's why I do a fun little experiment. So what I'm going to do now, before I begin, anyone got any questions? No? Great, all ready to go. So the process is very simple. I'm going to do a demonstration where I'm going to be in the middle, I think. Now I'm going to be on the stage and you're going to come close. But I want the ones who are energy sensitive to come the closest, because there's a beautiful thing called mirror neurons. So whatever I'm feeling, the ones closest will be feeling, and that will be echoed throughout the beautiful tent that we're in. And there will be some people at the back who are going to go like this, I don't believe this. And it's usually men. And I know this because I was that guy in the peripherals going, this is a show, this is a scam, he's a snake. But you just have to ask the people in the front how they're feeling and they'll tell you. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be enjoyable, it's going to be just breathing, pleasurable breathing. For men, there are more ways to have orgasms, and it's not just that 3.5 minutes, 30 seconds of ejaculation or however long it takes. For women, there is not just a clitoral orgasm using your womanizer or whatever you use, the key is to feel pleasure in your own body. We're going to be using three different things. Number one is a breath that we all do. Imagine it's a hot sunny day. You've been trapped in a hot office, you're sweating, you're about to get in your car, you're trapped in a hot car now, and your favorite beverage is in the fridge. You get home, you see your fridge, you open the fridge, you get hit by that beautiful cold air, you hold your favorite beverage, mine's a kombucha, ginger, and you open it, and you drink it. What is the breath that you make? That's level one. We're going to be doing that breath. Remember that breath. Now, second thing. What do you do in the morning when you wake up? What do you see cats doing when they wake up out of a slumber? Everyone just show me? Exactly, it's a little stretch. We're going to call that cat stretch. So we've got two things so far. We're going to call it the refreshing breath, the cat stretch, and the final piece is moving your hips and tensing and releasing. Three simple things. Refreshing breath, cat stretch, and moving your hips, tensing and releasing. I've given you this format so you can see what I'm doing and you realize what I'm doing is exactly what I just said. So, let's try. Usually I'm in the middle and people are around me and it's a lot easier. On the stage there's still a bit of a distance. So I'm going to come over there and try it. Moving your body, moving your hips. Uniting in this breath, uniting in this pleasure. You have permission to be yourself. Pleasure is your birthright. You are allowed to feel good in your own body. Moving your body, stretching your body. We're going to pick up the pace with the breath. 29 breaths. On the 30th breath, we're going to clench and hold everything. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Big breath in and hold it, clenching and holding, everything. And if you have a wish or a desire for this festival, visualize it. And so it's your reality. Holding that breath as long as you can. repeating after me. I love my life. I love my body. I love myself. And just feeling the subtle sensations in your body. Feeling the void, the nothingness, the emptiness. Very often after a peak experience there's that moment of peace. And essentially peace is what we're wanting to feel. And we're going to go for another round. Giving yourself permission to feel. The more you feel, the more you heal. This time bringing in touch and sensation into your body. Touching and allowing yourself to feel. Self-touching, releasing more oxytocin in your body. Moving your hips, you can turn it into a very slow, sexy dance for yourself. Doing your cat-like stretches. Really allowing yourself to go deep into your breath and the sensation. If anyone has too much, just do nasal breathing to bring yourself down a little bit. And for those who want to go a little bit higher, just like really going deep into the breath. Feeling into that body of yours, that beautiful temple. Feeling the pleasure and the sensations. Giving yourself permission to feel. How much more can you feel? Liberate your voice. Let out more sound. See if you could feel more if you let out more sound. Delicious and nutritious, allowing your body to feel that pleasure. And if there's any stuck energy, just move and stretch your body. Move and stretch your hips, tense and release your body. And we're going to bring up that energy by 29 breaths in the clench and hold. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, big breath in and holding it. Clenching and holding your body. Visualizing that intention that you had from Natural High Healing Festival coming true. If it's meeting the love of your life or just having a nice time, visualize that. Make a wish with this beautiful pleasure in your body and dream big. Repeat after me. I love my life. I love my body. I love myself. Just feeling the stillness and feeling the peace. Allowing yourself feel that nothingness. We go to such lengths in a lot of relationships that don't serve us just to feel this peace. Where it's already inside of you and accessible every day. If you like one more round, if you're into it, say, oh yeah. They love it. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be more of a self journey. I want you to really embody it yourself. So I'll be guiding, but find that rhythm, that stretch, that sensation in your own being. So here we go, final round. Doing that feline cat stretch. Moving your hips, feeling the pleasure, allowing yourself to feel more. Moving your hips, tensing your body, pushing yourself off the floor. And freestyle the movements, really explore the body. Moving into pleasurable ways, always dancing in a way. If you get the shakes, if you get any of the judders, do a mudra, move in a pleasurable, slower way. You can always refine this Kundalini sexual life force energy. It's okay to feel pleasure. There is nothing to be afraid of in your own body. So here we go, we're going to raise up the energy one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, big breath in, holding, tension and holding. Repeating after me, I love my life. I love my body. I love myself. And just feeling into that beautiful temple of yours. This is your body. Your body. Your soul chose this body. Learn to love this body. Give it pleasure. Feel joy. Feel love as much as you can. And you'll start to see miracles happen in your life. You are a walking miracle. And for those who are still feeling some shakes, some judders, you could enjoy it. Or you could bring your breath into the nasal breathing, making very slow inhales. It should take about 10 seconds or more just to breathe slowly through the nose, almost like you're snoring, but you're not. Self-regulating through nasal breathing. It's a very conscious breath. Learn how to control your breath, you learn how to control your emotions. And when you learn how to control your emotions, you're able to control your life. And from here, let's all unite with a big breath into the heart and exhale with sound. Dropping your awareness down to your belly, taking a big breath into your belly and exhaling sound. Taking a big breath into your sex with an orgasmic sigh of relief. And you slowly stretch your body, coming back into the space, flickering your eyes open, and coming into a seated position. Welcome back. In certain communities, you very often see people hugging like this. And when some people do breath work, they shake like this. I was teaching in a festival, and this woman, she's a breathwork facilitator, and she didn't know how to stop it. She actually found it exhausting, because she was like, her core was always engaged, and she'd be moving like this, and she couldn't feel any pleasure. On the outside, it looked like she's having a great time, but on the inside, she's just going through hell. But she teaches this stuff, so she hasn't cracked it. She got to a point, but she couldn't get to the pleasure. Now, she's been practicing for many years, and she teaches this stuff, but there's certain things that need to be unlocked for it to be more fun and more pleasurable. So when I saw her at one of my workshops, I noticed that she was the most activated person. And then we had a moment where she shared, and it was a big question to unpack in a crowded room. So at the end, she came to me and I said, you know what, let's figure you out. I've got a bit of time before my next workshop. Lie down, let's see what you're doing. And then she does the whole thing, and I'm like, I can notice you're not contracting your PC muscles or anything. I just noticed your core being engaged. Let me figure this out. I'll do what you're doing. And I just mimic her. And I noticed that she didn't do some key things in order for her to feel pleasure. So I said, okay, instead of engaging your core, for a woman, all of her buttons are on the inside. So I said, just squeeze your PC muscles and your yoni area. Try not to engage your core all the time. So she started to squeeze and pump more, and I saw a little smile on her face. I was like, it's pleasurable, isn't it? And she said, yes. Because she was so trapped in the same pattern of movement over and over again that she trained her body to do the same thing over and over again. It took an outsider looking in just to see that you just changed the way you move. And everything that we do is patterns and behaviors and learned things. So yes, practice, enjoy, be curious, see how far you could take it. For me, I used to juggle like this a lot. We all do it. But in the end, I started to refine it. Recently, I just did psychedelic assisted therapy, and I was receiving, and my mudras completely changed, and the way I move completely changed. So it's an evolution. I always say, just make it sexy. So, I hope that answers your question. Anyone else have another question? Yes, front row, come on in, you'll be next. Good, I'm glad we're lining up the questions. So, the practices I teach are 8 minutes. That's it, just 8 minutes. I noticed that, well, a reference I always use is, it could take 3 hours to clean your room. It could take you 3 years to clean your room. Trust me, it took me 3 years to clean my room once. Or you can have severe OCD like I had, and it can take 3 minutes to clean your room. So an experience can happen in 3 minutes, 3 seconds, whatever. The things I teach is, it's an 8-minute practice because I have a mantra that I do all of my practices too. It's a Lakshmi mantra. I love abundance, and Goddess Lakshmi is one of my favorite goddesses. So I have this track, and I just use that as my timer. So yeah, abundance, more pleasure, more orgasms. Why not? Does that answer your question? It can be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I often found that at the beginning, you should definitely go longer, and then figure it out. Drill it into your nervous system, and then you could cut down the time, because we're all busy people and we've got meetings and emails. Thank you, yes.
I was wondering if you ever direct your breath, like I have done, for example, exercises that I breathe in like front down and up or some
Microcosmic orbits.
Yes, yes. So do you combine those things with what it's happening?
So, the question was, different types of energetic movement practices. Do you open up the crown? Do you open up your root? Do you bring it down the front? Do you bring it up the back? I just want you all to know that everything is made up. Everything. You can make up your own practice. I have the shaft method. Before that, I had unicorn tantra. There's red tantra, yellow tantra, green tantra, gold tantra. It's just all made up. But there's a collective of thoughts that are the same. For me, when I do certain practices, like my main practice that I do, the one that keeps me young forever, the practice I do is a self-pleasure practice. So I open up my heart, I'm self-pleasuring, I am visualizing a giant radiant sun in my heart, taking it down to my living, connecting to the earth, the Shakti energy, the Kundalini energy is there, I bring it up into my body, still self-pleasuring, and then I visualize myself becoming my higher self. He changes all the time. Lately he's been wearing a blue suit, so I've got a blue suit now. And I observe him, I see how he stands and how he holds himself, what his hair looks like, his fashion tips for me as well, but also posture. And then he flies, and the camera's inside his eyes, and he flies, it's astral projection basically, flies into the universe, and he meditates and brings in energy from above into my crown, the Shiva consciousness. So, as above, so below, bringing it into my heart. And then my inner feminine appears, and I make love to my inner feminine. And every time she appears, it's very much a knowing that my beloved is here. And I can just relax into her. And once I'm self-pleasuring, I have about 3 orgasms, and then I shoot it up into the great universe and sort of mudra, the lion savasana, and that's my 8-minute practice. What breath technique I use? I basically do that, but sat upright. It's knowing that there's so many different things out there, and if you have the time and the money and the dedication, you'll try everything, because life is a big buffet, and you'll take the best bits, and then you do what works for you. I want everyone to know there's no wrong or right way to do life. There's no wrong or right way to do tantra. There's no wrong or right way to do spirituality. Your guru is no better than his guru. There's no competition. Just enjoy and have a nice time. And do whatever works for you. Make sense? Great. And after a while, I notice everything's the same. Like, I started off in tantra, went to Mind Valley, went to Tony Robbins, Vishen Lakhiani, Emily Fletcher. Like, I've been everywhere from Agama, Ista, TNT, did it all. And it's all the same. Then I studied the religions. It's all the same. Just different packages. Okay, next question. This little lioness.
Okay, so how to use this practice in lovemaking?
Great question. Very good practical question. I love it. Okay, so when making love, there are patterns and behaviors and embodiment practice that people do that is unique to themselves. And I spent a lot of time making love, so I just observed how women moved. And women move like this when they're dancing, and when men are dancing, they move like this. Some do, not all men, it's a stereotype, it's also a bit of a joke, but it's also true, because the next statement's a bit true as well. When a woman makes love, that doesn't really happen. This move happens a lot, because this guy starts moving like this, and this happens. So, they cut me off? No. So what actually happens is the movements change and women end up not really, thank you very much, being able to move in their fullest expression. And the dominant movement practice of the man takes over. So a lot of people don't really get to see how women actually move when making love. What I thought, and I'm going to be addressing your question in a second, what I thought was, I wonder what would happen if I didn't do that. So I'd be inside of a woman, and all of a sudden she starts moving her hips. And she starts moving in a way that I've not really seen before, because I was also a man who used to just do this and do this. So I'm just observing, I'm just listening to body language, and just like in Bachata Zouk or something, I'm just feeling and analysing a body language, and then I mimic it, and then I encourage it. So if she moves like this, I'll scoop my hand under her, lift up her heart, and her heart opens up. There's all these different movement practices you could do. It is a language, okay, it's a movement language. Now, how does that breath work in this? When you step out of this movement practice, where only really one person has the most fun, which is often the dude. Again, a sweeping statement. I love men as well. What happens is you bring in that movement practice, you allow your body to move, you do all this, you do all that, and you do breath work in it. So I orgasm over and over and over again, and for my pleasure, like what you saw there is what I would do when I'm making love, and I mimic and move with the person I'm with. So she doesn't know it, but she's leading the whole thing. I'm actually surrendered, but don't tell anyone. So she's in charge. She doesn't know it, but she's completely doing everything. So I'm just like moving with her, and then my breath and my breath work we start to mimic each other. And then when you move up the energy, you start to breathe together, you tense together, you orgasm together, you dance together. And that's basically it. You end up dancing together. And that's actually one of my missions in life, to help people bring more joy, playfulness, but also experiment and explore different ways of moving the body together. Who here likes dancing? Who here likes making love? Has anyone danced whilst making love? So I encourage you to do that, whilst bringing in a bit of breath work as well. Can you see how it could possibly merge together? Give it a go. Give it a go. I hope does that help? Does that add more value in your personal life in the bedroom? Okay, one more question.
I'm a bit confused on one question, but when you talk about the self-pleasure, can self-pleasure give you that higher satisfaction, or do you need a partner to reach that ultimate satisfaction? I'm asking this because it's very funny to say that I've been learning recently to touch my own body, but what I feel is I do have orgasm, but at one point I feel so stuck that I feel like I need someone else to touch me. So is it only my feeling, or is it really you need a partner to reach that satisfaction level?
Okay, so the question, very good question. Do you need a partner to feel the most amount of pleasure in your body, or can you do it yourself?
Yes.
My answer to that is education. Sex education is probably like terror. I only speak from my own experience being British, Muslim, Bangladeshi. Sex is just not a thing.
Asian countries,
Exactly. It's a conditioning. Now, I only ever felt pleasure, because I didn't masturbate back then. I only ever felt pleasure with somebody. So I would have to wait until I had sex, basically. So I would never self-pleasure, and then I'm a bit older, and then porn existed, and I started self-pleasuring on a Thursday when I sent my invoices. And I think the first time I masturbated was when I was 24. It's a late starter.
And I would just wait until I had sex. So I was, and sometimes I had to wait every full moon. I noticed that every full moon I would have sex. So I would just, if I was having a dry patch, I just wait until full moon and someone would have sex with me. And yes, it was always pleasurable with somebody else. Then I got sober. And then I discovered a thing called Tantra. And that's when my journey really began in understanding my own body. Because by the time I got sober, I developed a thing called social anxiety. I couldn't approach anyone anymore, and no one would approach me. So I was sober, horny, with social anxiety, and a man, so no one would approach me. So I was just by myself. It's a longer story, but I'm going to go to your question. I invested a lot of time and money to understand my own body because I was jealous of all the women having all the pleasure. And they were multi-orgasmic and I wasn't. I just had that one ejaculation and I was like, I want to be like a woman. So it reinforced my self-identity as a lesbian. So I was like, okay, I want all the orgasms women are having. Then I discovered all these different tantra schools, which was like magical mystery schools. I love them. And I got like really hooked on this whole tantric path of pleasure for healing, and it is the self-work. Without the self-work, I would never have understood anything. So once I knew what I liked, and once I studied my own body, and what I actually teach is just basic anatomy, like the male genitals, female genitals. It's pretty much the same stuff. We were once women, and then we ended up getting our bits, which are your bits, and they all fit. Like, we molded into, when you see the diagram of it, it's like, oh, it's all the same stuff. So once you understand basic anatomy, once you understand where your G-spot is, your A-spot, your Kundalini area, awaken your cervix, so you can have higher percentage chance of having an orgasmic birth. Like, these things are available. And for me, as a man, to be able to separate my orgasm and my ejaculation, to actually become multi-orgasmic, to have an orgasm in my heart, to have an orgasm in my throat, to have an orgasm in my eyes, like, all these things were not an option when I was drinking and taking drugs as a drug addict and an alcoholic, having a normal job in an office, until I got sober and left normal society and just started doing these tantric practices all the time. So the key is education. When it comes to, like, I specialize in female pleasure, the key is to master all the orgasms by yourself. There's a whole list. And then relay that data to your partner. So not only can you have the orgasm by yourself, but you could get any man or your partners to pleasure you so you can have pleasure with another human being. There's a statistic which is 63% of women do not reach an orgasm through penetration. But 77% of lesbian women on the first encounter do have an orgasm. I go more into that in my talk tomorrow morning. That's my thing. So does that help with your question? So education is the key. And I mean, no better way to explore and educate yourself than your own body and your own pleasure. And in that way you can have more pleasure. Thank you. Okay, one more question and then I'm going to ask for a favor. One more question. Go twice. Okay, so you can find me on Instagram @shaftgoodin, just my name. And if you have any more questions, there was a lady who asked me about the thing around men and women. If you're somewhere, I'd love to answer that question. Yeah, please ask me many questions. I've been studying this stuff for a really long time, and it's one of my greatest passions in life to get men, women, and everybody in between, and men, and women, everyone together in love. That's my favorite passion in life. My mission is to find world peace through intimacy, so everyone could feel more authenticity, there's shared vulnerability, and together we can actually have heaven on earth. And Tantra is my favorite thing because it allows you to understand how you can live a really, really happy life. Like I always joke, when I'm 300, and I honestly believe I'm going to reach 300 because I had to grow a beard because no one took me seriously because I look so young. 172. So, thank you very much. I've been shafted in. If you'd like to know more, come and say hi. I'm also available. I have a shit ton of online courses if you want to go deeper into this stuff. tantrashaft.com. I'm going to be doing a big talk around yoni massage, yoni DRing. I spent 10 years doing that, and that's one of my biggest passions. And I also help men with erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, and porn addiction. And I have plenty of online courses at tantrashaft.com, and my sessions are available on sacredsexualawakening.com. So I have a big favor to ask. I would love to take a group photo. If you're into it, you could come up here, and it'd be very nice if that was a possibility. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Okay, group photo time. Over here.
Okay, so I'm at Natural High Healing Festival. I'm about to give a workshop, my signature workshop, the Sacred Sexual Jedi Academy. And there is a queue of people waiting. Which workshop are you here for?
We are waiting for your love.
I can't believe it. Look, they're camping outside. It's a dream come true. Oh, okay, about to do the Lord's work, Lord Shiva that is, and my back still hurts. Got 3 herniated discs, but the back won't hurt as soon as I start working. I love this job. Okay, this is a long queue of all the people that's attending my workshop. Wow.
We waited for hours. Whole morning. Without breakfast.
I'm so happy. It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. Oh my god, this is amazing. Yes.
Welcome to the Sacred Sexual Jedi Academy. Everybody repeat after me. I love my life. I love my body. I love myself. And we love you. Getting your partner into place, and you want to clamp her slowly. Place one hand on her heart, one hand on her belly, and you can move like this. You could place one hand on the side and pop her open with your love. And you can move her like this. And the key is pouring love into the back of her heart. And then from here, you could grab her arms, lift it up, and give her a stretch. And it's going beyond the stretch, and then switching from one side to the other. And bringing it to center. Switching the arms, and stretching her to one side. Being very slow, very smooth in your movements. And then from here, you can squish her, and you can slowly lift her up, and you can let her go, and give her a contrast of sensation, a light touch, after all that squishing. And imagine you're the human shibari rope, just releasing that tension, and adding a feathery air touch. So with that, explore with your partner. Now you know the mechanics of it. The energetics is the most important part. So drinking her in, her feminine essence or their essence. And the key is getting drunk on their essence. Being so deep in love, and trust me, they can feel it, that you are in a pocket of experience where everything vanishes and it's only you two, pleasure and presence. So explore and play. I'm going to come around and check you all out.
Okay, to fix lower back pain, you lie down, clench buttocks.
Buttocks inside.
Yep.
Hands like this.
And your
up.
feet.
Your feet is walking to the floor. Walk.
Okay, so this
2 minutes.
2 minutes, 3 times a day, yeah?
Buttocks inside. Hands up. Head up.
Okay, great.
2 minutes walk. 3 times a day. 2 minutes each.
Fantastic.
All low back pain.
Gone.
Hand Healing Center, Nepal, Kathmandu. In November, 30 people around the world coming and learn for 1 month from the master.
Wow.
And he teaching in Iceland and other countries. Hand Healing Center, Kathmandu, Nepal.
Okay, I'm going to be part of a closing circle. I'm going to do a little bit of the Shafshut and get everybody in their hearts again. And have a little bit of gratitude for the time of their lives. I love my job. That is so powerful, Mama! A natural born star. So is everybody having a beautiful time? If you are, say, oh yeah! Oh yeah! You really are. So we've had a lot of life-changing experiences, lots of joy, laughter. You've liberated yourself. There's a sense of freedom in your hearts. But when you get home, the key is to integrate it and share that joy and love with everyone. Now, we're going to play a little song. This song used to make me cry every single day for about a year. It was my theme song.
Mainly because I'm very happy. I live like this, but then people would judge. So this song is for you to be you and fully express it as you can. When you hear the words, I want you to imagine as if you're on a stage, you're the main star of your own movie, and everybody loves you. Take it away. I invite you to close your eyes and listen to the words.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. Small words are broken heart. To be ashamed of outside. Run away, they say. No love as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for me.
Moving in your fullest expressive self. Natural High Healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Super fun.
Hello.
So nice to be here for me. I know Hale has been here many times.
Ever see? What is that? Face.
Watch me.
Welcome to the Shaft Show, and I'm here at Natural High Healing Festival. Everybody repeat after me. I love my life. I love my body. I love myself. And we love you. Mwah. Thank you, everybody. It's been amazing. You're all beautiful. Thank you. If you're ready to dive deeper into the world of Tantra and transformation, I've got some exciting offers for you. First, make sure you check out my OnlyFans, The Shaft Show, for exclusive content. And if you're looking to work one-to-one and looking for a tantric mentor, go over to sacredsexualawakening.com to explore personalized coaching programs. And for those of you eager to embark on your tantric journey and self-discovery for personal development, visit tantrawithshaft.com, the Netflix of Tantra. And you can start with your very own free course, Goddess Activation. And from there, dive into how to pleasure your man, the lingam massage course that is only $15, and from there the foundational principles, level 1 and level 2, boundaries and consent, and the art of conscious touch, and from there level 3 and level 4, the school of self-love and relationship mastery. Once you've completed those, please do check out the advanced level courses, Semen Retention for Men, the 1-month Semen Retention course for male entrepreneurs, Couples Jedi Academy, and also How to Manifest. And from there, you could go into the Yoni Mapping online course. This is one of the premium courses I've created for everybody wanting to go deeper into the world of Yoni massage. And I've got a bunch of free giveaways. Check out my free booklet, The 12 Steps to Mastering Your Sexual Energy, free guided meditations, and I've even created a ChatGPT bot. So if you're struggling with relationships over textual messages, here's how to cure all forms of textual anxiety for men and women. And I even have my own supplements, Sacral Chai for your beloved, and again, the $25 exclusive members club for my OnlyFans. Have you read my book yet? What is Tantra? 10 Principles to Your Sacred Sexual Awakening. These are the top products that you could get right now when you join the world of The Shaft Show. The Shaft Show is just the beginning. Are you ready to start singing, I love my life, I love my body, I love myself? Don't forget, there's all these people that have been affected in a positive way by The Shaft Show. So please sign up, get involved, and start living a more juicier, authentic, sexy life. I love my